Hi, my name's Martin Crumpton and this is my film review. Welcome. This week I'm reviewing The Revenant, which is... Hi, my name's Martin Crumpton and this is my film review. Welcome. This week I'm reviewing The Revenant, which is a cracking film. You really should go and see it. It's by a director called Alejandro Inarritu, and he's a Mexican director. Which I think makes it especially impressive that he's made this film, because, you know, he's done well to rise above all of, well, you know what it's like over there, you know. But he's done a cracking job. He did a film that he's already won an Oscar. He did a film that won the Oscar last year called Birdman. And it was a film which asked the question, is Michael Keaton some kind of Birdman? And it never really answered that question, annoyingly. No, I've watched it a couple of times, so I still don't know what it meant. I don't know, to be honest. See, that is something that annoys me. Things that don't give a definitive answer. They drive me up the wall, but don't worry, because The Revenant is not like that. It's just about a guy just getting stuck into nature. It's more like sort of Bear Grylls type stuff. So obviously it stars Leonardo DiCaprio, and he plays a man who's got he's grown a beard, he's got long hair, and he's got a son, mixed race son, which is interesting. There's Indians, but not the Indians from India, the Indians from the olden America days. And the film starts with a really tense fight where the Indian baddies attack the brave white men that were just going about their business. They're just minding their own business. The Indians attack, but it's alright because none of the main cast are killed, just some people we don't know. One thing I was slightly disappointed in is the move that Leo makes next, because he goes off into the woods by himself, which is... I mean, Leo should have known better, to be honest. You know, he's a man of the world. He ought to know better. He goes off into the woods. I guess he's hungry. He's trying to find a deer. But he doesn't. But he does find some bear cubs. And I thought, well, if there's a mauling, it's going to be the cutest mauling ever with the little cubs. But it turned out the mother bear was there as well. There didn't seem to be a father bear in the picture, but the mother bear didn't need him, to be honest. She was a strong and independent single woman, and when she saw Leo eyeing up her cubs, she thought, I'm not about to let this hairy Hollywood whorebanger fiddle with my kids. And let me tell you, she goes absolutely apeshit. She goes mad. Leo puts up a fair fight. Well, he kills the bear in the end, but the bear's got him. It's flinging him all around, and Leo's there going, ah, 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 ah. But he never swears because he's a professional, which I think's key. So kudos to Leo for that. He does well. He was obviously in pain. You could see from his face and the screaming and all the brilliant acting he was doing. He manages to kill the bear, but the bear is badly injured him, rolls down a hill, falls on top of him. He's not having a good day. They pull the bear off him, and he's been mauled to buggery, quite frankly. All scratches. It's almost crushed his head, and he's in a lot of pain, which really showcases some of his impressive acting. Also got Tom Hardy, who's obviously, he's brilliant. Tom Hardy's brilliant. I mean, you can't really understand what he's saying because he's doing one of his voices that he does. He does do these funny voices, and he seems to be playing a game to try and be as least understandable as possible. He had the mask in Bane. I mean, even at the best of times, he sounds like a man who's at the bottom of a well or a deep mine shaft or something, and he's doing a strange American accent in this, so you can't really understand it, but he is brilliant. He's always brilliant. He's brilliant. It's also got Will Poulter, better known as the Eyebrows Kid. You can tell from his eyebrows that it's him, and he's good at acting, especially acting shocked or surprised because of the natural advantage of his arched brows. Obviously Leo is the standout performer here. He's nominated for an Oscar. Will he win one this year, finally, is the big question. I'll answer that at the end, and I'll let you know my thoughts. Tom Hardy's also nominated, but I don't think he'll get it. He'll get one eventually, but not this year. So yeah, the standout scenes, I think the bear mauling scene is brilliant, and then there's also there's a funny scene where I mean, it's a serious film, but there's a very funny scene which I liked, which shows that the director does have a sense of humour amidst all the depressing stuff. It's a funny scene where Leo's riding this horse. He's riding it and it just goes straight off the edge of a cliff. Off the cliff. And that was quite funny. Oh, and it falls to its death. It's completely destroyed. Its neck is... oh, it's obliterated. Leo's okay because he falls into a tree. The horse, no such luck. It's dead. Leo survives. He's in the snow at the bottom there. He wants to get a good night's sleep. He's cold. It's freezing cold. What's he gonna do? What he does, he gets out a great big knife. He cuts the horse's belly open. He takes out all the innards. If you don't know what a horse looks like on the inside, you're in for a treat. And he climbs inside the horse. A lot of people thought this scene was disgusting and really gross and like, ugh. But I actually thought it was quite beautiful in a way. He's making use of that horse. He was already dead. but Leo's not going to let him go to waste, so he does that, and it helps him survive. And I just think there's something beautiful and quite rare about that union of man and beast that we don't often see anymore. And just when I saw that man enter that beast, it was... I just found it really beautiful. I thought it was touching. Just seeing him slip inside there. And come dawn, he slips out again. And he's all the merrier for it. And that's the scene really which kept me up at night. I mean, it just keeps replaying in my head over and over again, and I think it's really, really beautiful. If you're thinking if this film's all a boys' club, it's not, because there is a woman in it. I can't remember her name, but there was a woman, and there's also flashbacks of Leo's dead wife. Spoiler alert: his wife's dead. So there are women in it. I don't know what you know. She was dead. He saw her. There was a woman. I saw a woman that was hiding in a tent, and there was the woman who's the chieftain's daughter. So don't let anyone tell you it's a overly masculine film or a boys' club, because it's not. It's not. The other thing that really stuck out for me with this film was the cinematography, because it was just really it was really, really good. It was just really good. It was really good. You couldn't say that it was bad, because it wasn't. It was good. I don't know who the cinematographer was, but you know, he did it well. So to sum up, The Revenant was good. Go and see it. Will Leo win the Oscar? I'm gonna say perhaps.